Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And to everyone for the first time, if you're here for the first time, welcome to Clutch Them Pearls. I'm Justin, and tonight we're diving into the breaking developments surrounding the disappearance of 23-year-old Kada Scott out of Philadelphia. The story has definitely shaken the city. What started out as a missing persons alert has now turned into a full criminal investigation. Police have announced the arrest of Keon King, and while that's a major development, questions are still being asked. Where is Kada? She has still not been found. And what really happened the night she vanished under very mysterious conditions at work? We have a lot to talk about and a full press conference on the other side of this.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is October 15th, 2025. It is currently 6:14 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all in chat. Hello, and my replay crew. Good to see you as well. Um, if you don't mind, before we get started, go ahead and please click up that thumbs up button. My live chat and my replay crew. How are you? Good to see you all. Hey, Sherry, Paula, my opinion, Linda, Sheila, Robin, Teresa, Carol, Pam, Wolf, Robin, Pamela, Firefly, Sheila, good to see you, Linda, Missy Station, Peggy, Teresa, good to see you all. Hazel Eyes, Kelly, Kim, everyone. Good to see you coming in, everyone. Hello, Sue, Catherine, PEI girl. Thank you so much. All right. So, good news and bad news. Good news is there has been an arrest in Kada, 23-year-old Kada Scott's case. Yesterday, I knew that they had done a search of someone's house. So I thought that they were getting close. And today, there was an arrest. We're going to go over who it is and the press conference and everything that we know right now. Now, the bad thing is Kada is still missing, and it's probably not good, right? It's probably not good. But what I do want to say is all people arrested or suspects or potential suspects are innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. Everything that I speak today is my opinion and my opinion only. Okay. So, we're going to talk about that. Also, I have at least one other live planned after this. Um, I'm going to really try to not make them extremely long, each one tonight, so I can get through them. We're going to do Kada and then Jack and Lily. There uh, is some very interesting things that Darlene proved uh, earlier on her live. Make sure you check that out. And I've got some stuff to add to that. Also, the little boy, the other little boy in Canada that went missing in a park has taken a really bizarre, strange, I don't even know how to say it, uh, turn. And a lot to talk about today. So if you don't mind, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Good to see you. Hello, I see you. Lady Gracious, Kim, Blueberry. Who else have I not said hello to? Sandy, hello. Good to see you. Marie, Sheila, hello, everyone. Okay. All right. So let's just dive right into it. First of all, who is Kada? Who is Kada? If you're not familiar with this story, this is beautiful 23-year young Kada Scott. She had graduated college and she was trying to pay down some of her student loans. And she was working for the last 2 weeks. She was working for a an assisted living home, right? And she lived about 1.2 miles or so from the assisted living home in Philadelphia. And she clocked in all of that. And then, as right after she had clocked in, some of her coworkers had seen her, and then she had disappeared. Now, a couple things on this. Kada was a remarkable, or is until we know, a remarkable young lady, very responsible, very bright. She was a beauty queen. She loved music, all of that. And very out of the ordinary for her. Her friends had said that Kada had gotten some very disturbing phone calls recently. She didn't know who this person or persons was that were calling her, and it was enough to where she told her friends about it. And then she comes up missing. Her vehicle was still in the parking lot, and there was no sign of Kada. At the retirement facility that she worked, there was absolutely no cameras. But this is in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia does have a lot of cameras, so that's the good thing. About 3 days ago, 4 days ago, they had a about 3 miles away, they had, looked at a park area, uh, kind of place with it. There's some residents in that area, but it's mainly empty. It's 50 acres. And they had found some things of interest and they were testing that. Yesterday, they did a search of someone's home. Today, there has been an arrest. Okay. So that kind of catches you up if you're not familiar. Now, let me show you who they have arrested. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is Keon King, who has been arrested today. And I'm going to take you over to the press conference. Does Keon King know Kada? Um, First of all, where is Kada? Right? And what happened? How does the evidence connect him with Kada? I don't know at this point, but we have a lot to get through in this little bit here. So without further ado, we're going to get straight to the press conference and get that started. Guys, please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Hit it, would be so thankful. I know police, along with the FBI, has been working diligently.
Does, yes, yes.
And
Which are essentially letting you
doing
of an individual that is current.
this they found this gold car. I think it was a gold Toyota Camry, and from what I understand, this was connected to Keon King.
On the pillar? Yeah, just so I think they can capture that.
Actually, you want to come up? We're going to send you this
You're
electronic.
good? Well, I think you're blocking him.
We're good?
I think you're blocking.
I know, Cassie. It's bad. It's
No.
bad.
It does, yes, yes. All right. Priority, and so
One
we've
second.
been helpful. Thus, we have got work needs of an individual that can update. We're good? We're good?
All right, here we go.
Everybody
I
ready?
don't like the way that they're standing. They're all like standing behind, and there's this pillar here.
Okay. All right. Good morning. Just want to give you an update on the disappearance of Kada Scott, which occurred on October 4th, 11 days ago. Going to provide you an update in terms of an individual that is currently in custody for his involvement in the disappearance of Miss Scott. However, still a lot of work needs to be done. And so I just want to make that very clear as to why we are here and the information that you will receive. Essentially letting you know how we have gotten here, but more so the public's help that we need right now. The public has been very, very helpful thus far in providing a lot of information, which the investigators have been able to track down a lot of the leads, which has helped us get to this point here. But as I said, a lot of work still to be done. The number one priority is locating Miss Scott. I just want to make that very clear. And so while we are at this stage of this now, that's our priority. And so we will ask for your help in locating this vehicle, which you'll get a little more information. It's a 1999 metallic gold Toyota Camry with a Pennsylvania tag of MSX0797. But we need to know where this car is. We need to find this car. Making this very clear, it's not to just focus on the northwest section of the city of Philadelphia. This car has traversed through the entire city. And so I want that to be clear, that every neighborhood, every
So they're
person listening
looking for
to
this
this,
car.
whether you're in North Philly, South Philly, Southwest, Northwest, please open your eyes and see if you locate this car, or if you have seen this car, please contact us and give us that information. The second part of this is the individual that Deputy Commissioner Venor will provide his information very shortly.
They
Want
found
folks to understand this person has a little bit of a pattern of this type of history. And so we want to encourage anyone that may have been involved with this individual, anyone that may
That's
know
right.
this individual, please, at this
So they have found the vehicle. That is true.
point in time, make that phone call. Feel comfortable enough to call us and let us know if you have any information regarding this person, regarding any interaction you've had with this individual. If you have been the victim of any crime regarding this individual, I want you to understand now is the time to make that phone call and let us know. Give us that information so that we can continue on. Again, just want to make it very clear that a lot of work has been done, starting off with Northwest Detective Division, and then this case shifting over to homicide, making it very clear that the case was shifted to homicide because we have the most experienced investigators in our homicide unit. They have the most experience dealing with all types of investigations. They also have the most resources available to them. And so we have.
Yeah, they have found the vehicle in the last 50 minutes.
The hopes that we are still treating this as if Ms. Scott is still alive, and that's why we want the public's help in trying to locate every single piece of this. But I just wanted to make that clear because I know that there's been some reports once it shifted over to homicide, folks not understanding the why. And so that's the reason behind that. At this point in time, again, appreciate the help that we've gotten. I want to turn everything over to Deputy Venor to go into more details about the individual that has been taken into custody and some other pertinent facts of the investigation.
All right, good morning. Just to reiterate what the Commissioner Stanford said, we've been investigating this since Saturday, October 4th in the evening, the last time Kada Scott was seen at her place of work up in Mount Airy area. Our evidence that we followed, and we did involve a lot of investigators on this, led us to several places, that digital evidence, and as everybody knows, we searched a very large area up in the Arboretum, and we came up really with negative results. After that time, we asked the Homicide Division, the FBI Violent Crime Task Force to enter into the investigation to assist. All right, and we continued our search trying to track Ms. Scott's whereabouts along with anybody she may have encountered during that time. Our evidence is pretty clear that she was in communication with an individual. That individual appears to meet her very shortly after she leaves her place of work. And very shortly after that.
Oh, that's interesting. Very short after she leaves the place of work. Oh, thank you, Anna. Good to see you, honey. Very short after seeing her leave her place of work. So she did leave. They have not found her.
She disappears.
Listen to that again.
To enter into the investigation to assist. All right, and we continued our search trying to track Ms. Scott's whereabouts along with anybody she may have encountered during that time. Our evidence is pretty clear that she was in communication with an individual. That individual appears to meet her very shortly after she leaves her place of work. And very shortly after that, she disappears off of the footprint. We have a lot of digital evidence, video and other, which provides us with
something bad had to happen.
This individual by the name of Keon, K-E-O-N, King, K-I-N-G. We believe this individual, and through our evidence, we were able to charge this individual. The district attorney was able to charge the individual. You'll hear from them shortly.
Yeah, I want to hear what
kidnapping at this point.
Kidnapping.
It's very important to know we're not done our investigation. We need to find Ms. Scott, figure out where she is, or what may have happened to her to cause her to completely disappear from all her items, her
Yeah, Carol, she left for a reason, that's for sure. I mean, this is someone who went to work, clocked in, didn't clock out, and left. I don't so she was clearly going to work that day and had no, I would say, no intent of meeting someone, because she went to work, clocked in, worked a little bit, and then left. Better presser than most. Yeah, it sounds good.
phone, her Instagram, social media sites, and everywhere else work. She left her car at that location. So it's very important that this individual, who does have prior history of being arrested, especially for this very same thing, this year was charged with kidnapping another female acquaintance.
Oh my God. No. This guy has kidnapped others just this year. He's a psycho. He's a psycho.
That case was dismissed from court, and they'll explain it. It's going to be refiled now.
Yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna be, it was dismissed. And he's out. And now it's gonna be refiled again, now that someone's most very
As we're
likely
going to move
not
forward
alive.
to attempt. So he's being really charged with 2 cases today of kidnapping. And in that case, it involves assaults that occurred during the kidnapping.
Dina Lynn.
So
Thank
this
you,
is a pattern of
Jen.
behavior. That vehicle that you've seen, the Toyota Camry, was his vehicle, all right? That vehicle's not recovered, all right? Some of the stuff he did as we attempted to find him was he got rid of things like the car.
Yep. I'm putting it all together now. He got rid of that car because it's probably got a lot of evidence in it. A lot of evidence. Right? It's more about prior. We got the after. I've got a lot of stuff for after, but I want to see this.
Phone, we're not able to
With evidence.
find things that he was using. He
Thank
had
you,
an
Jen.
address in Southwest Philadelphia. He had other addresses that it looks like he's not
Exactly,
using
Lord.
anymore. So he attempted to elude us for some time.
Yes.
He did come in last night. He's here being processed, but there's a lot of questions we still have. So we're asking the public's help. We need it more than ever. This car, you'll see a better picture of it. We sent it to you digitally. It's a
They
gold
found the
color
car in the
Camry,
last little bit.
1999. It has heavy front end damage on the left front bumper. All right, that's being described that way several times. We know it's been in the Mount Airy area. We have photos of it in Center City. We have pictures of it in Grace Ferry area and in Southwest Philadelphia. So it's possible that it could be anywhere. It could be outside the city. So if somebody sees this, thinks they know where this car is, it's very possible it doesn't have this tag on it anymore. So if you see a car like it, we're urging you to call police, have it investigated. Any information on this, you can call our tip line, 215-686-TIPS, 8477, or the Homicide Division directly, and give that information. All right, I'm going to turn things over to ADA Teslowski, who could speak a little more about the charges and potentially other charges that he's facing.
Thank you. My name is Ashley Teslowski. I am an assistant district attorney in the homicide unit. I became involved in this investigation last week when the investigation was turned over to the homicide unit. So I became the assigned ADA when detectives Rob Daly and Joe Kremen took over the case. The first thing I want to say is that PPD and our federal partners and Detective Daly and Detective Kremen have done an amazing job to get us where we are. Today I'm joined by Tracy Washington from our Victim Services Unit and also Bob Listenby, the first assistant of our office. What I can confirm is that our office, as of the early morning hours into the early morning hours this morning, did charge this individual with charges, the lead charge being kidnapping. You know, as we've said multiple times at this point, we do not know where Miss Scott is. So at this point, our lead.
Yeah, P girl, you're right. They found that vehicle just about 53 minutes ago, and you never know, she could be in there.
Charge is kidnapping. What we're able to confirm and what I was able to charge based on is what we know, which has already been said. which is that this person, Mr. King, is the last person we believe to be in contact with her, and that he was in contact with her when she went offline, meaning her phone, everything. So at this point, the investigation has led us here, and we're able to charge him with kidnapping, recklessly endangering another person, use of a communication facility, meaning his phone. We were able to track his phone and communications on his phone. He's being processed as we speak. When I picked up this investigation, one of the things that our office also learned was that he did have a previous case. It was a 2020.
Is this her social media stalker? They have not said that yet, but I will note that they did say that this guy had kidnapped someone this year. He was charged for it. The charges dropped. They are now refiling those charges. So someone that will kidnap you will probably be a creeper and do the same thing, in my opinion. But we don't know that 100%.
Case for very similar conduct, strangulation and kidnapping.
I
That
know
case
Kate.
had been withdrawn by our office based on the witness failing to appear at court. I pulled that file, and after an extensive review of it, our office made the decision to refile those charges. We
Welcome,
believe there is
Charlotte.
enough to proceed,
Welcome.
and we also
Appreciate
do
it.
believe that this is a pattern for this person. That refile was filed yesterday.
Pattern.
He was served on that as a part of our conversation with him.
That's bad.
Him being here and being processed on the new charges, he was served for that, so he will also be facing a preliminary hearing on that previous kidnapping case as well. So at this point, he will have 2 open kidnapping cases that will face preliminary hearings in the coming months.
A real creeper, this guy is. He looks pretty young. I don't know his age yet. I'll check in a minute.
Defendant, does the case appear before a judge that it's then withdrawn? I mean, how many times did this matter come before a judge and the decision then gets made, it's withdrawn?
And it depends. In this specific case, what I could tell you is that after the first listing, when the victim failed to appear, the
2004,
case was
yeah.
marked what I'll call must be tried, which is a little bit of a court lingo, but
Same age.
basically saying if it's not tried by the next listing, it'll either be dismissed or withdrawn. It was marked that way after the first listing when she didn't appear in court, and then at the second listing, when again we didn't have the witness or the victim in court, it was at that point withdrawn.
If he's like in his 20s, I'm glad it sounds like he might have done something really bad to Kada, but I'm glad he's off the street because it sounds like he was going to be a serial kidnapper and unaliver because he has kidnapped before. They just said multiple times, it seems. And if that is the case, they only get worse. They don't get better. Remember, these people cannot be
Given the
rehabilitated.
previous marking.
Do you have his date of birth?
I do not, but I'm sure we can get that.
Yeah, okay.
The video that was seen of the vehicle in the area of the Arboretum, do we believe that's the vehicle that?
So this vehicle has been traveling all over the city. So we do believe this video was involved in what we're talking about, and we have it all over the city in concert with how he's moving as well. We have it. Yep, we have the date of birth for you. It is 5/6/2004. So 5/6/2004.
Wow.
Do you guys know how the two knew each other, how long it had been, and is this the specific individual that Kada had expressed concern about, specifically harassment?
I'm not willing to comment on that
21
at this
years
time.
old.
That's still very much being investigated in terms of their relationship and how long they knew each other.
21 years old, just able to drink. And he's already created or has already done violent kidnappings and very likely, in this case, unalived, but we still don't know.
So the significance of the car right now,
There's a reason he was hiding that car, though.
the urgency, if you will, can you address why you believe people need to find this car?
Sure, I can certainly comment on that, or if you want to. I mean, at this point, we believe that he is connected to this vehicle. We also believe she may have been in that vehicle.
As far as the
Sure. That case is an individual that was known to him, a domestic in nature. And what I can say is the allegations in that case are that he kidnapped a woman in front of her house, threw her in her car, assaulted her, and then eventually let her out of the car. There is some video evidence, I believe, that'll be played at the preliminary hearing, but that was domestic in nature.
And do you have a time or about when that happened?
It was this year in 2025. The case was withdrawn in May, so it predates that by a little bit.
Where was the last location this car was seen?
I don't know if we have exactly the last location, but what I can say is through our investigation, it was tracked all over the city, in multiple areas of the city in multiple different time periods throughout, the entire length of this investigation.
When police were at an address in Southwest Philadelphia last Thursday night, was that one of his addresses?
It was one of the addresses connected to this investigation.
Do you believe anyone else might be helping King or possibly be driving a vehicle for him?
In terms of other people being involved, I don't have comment on that at this time. It's still very much being investigated. There have been several phone numbers involved that we've been tracking, but all roads at this point lead to him, and so that's what we're hoping leads us to her.
After she arrives at work at 10 o'clock, how big is the time window that she actually remains at work before leaving?
She's not there long at all. She gets there maybe just before 10, and right after, she's out maybe 20 minutes. That's what I'm told.
Are they communicating at this point?
We believe they are, yeah.
Do you know how the two knew each other?
I don't know their relationship. Obviously, they had a connection. They're going back and forth, and they've known each other for a short time, but I don't know how long.
Do you know if she was willingly meeting him, or was she trying to?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
We're just going to take a couple more questions. Just want to get this information out there as quickly as we can. So 2 more questions?
I just wanted to see, is he saying anything, is he being interviewed?
I'm not going to comment on that at this point.
Okay, next question. Once, twice. Okay.
All right?
All right, thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate this.
Oh, sorry, can we get separate topics?
Right now, a night of swift and significant developments in the ongoing search for a missing 23-year-old woman. Chopper 6 now live over the scene in East Falls, where investigators found the car they believe is in some way connected
Oh, sorry,
to
I was
Kada
muted.
Scott's disappearance.
This just
As we
came
speak,
out.
Detectives getting a warrant to tow that car and search inside. As you can see, they're loading that car up to the tow truck right now. Now, earlier today, police announced the arrest of a man they're calling a suspect in this case, 21-year-old Keon King, now in custody and charged with kidnapping Kada Scott. And as all that played out today, investigators descended on an abandoned middle school in East Mount Airy, where we now know they found some of Scott's personal items. But as of tonight, there's still no sign of her. We have team coverage here tonight. We'll check in with John Paul at that school in just a moment. We're going to begin, though, with Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson live in East Falls. Becca, what's the scene there right now? We saw them towing away that car as we speak.
Brian, the plan is to bring it to one of the police lots. When they have a warrant, they'll be able to go inside and search it. The car, as you've probably seen, though, has heavily tinted windows, and police are having a hard time seeing inside, so that warrant and the search is going to be key. This search really heating up in the last couple hours since that police press conference where they asked for tips about what's going on. You can see the lot behind me. These are the Gypsy Lane condos in East Falls. Sources tell me that family members do live in this condo complex, family members of King. You can see now right here live on Action News, the police tow bringing this vehicle expected to be connected to Keon King out of the condos. Police say they believe at some point Kada Scott was in that car. Hours after asking for tips, police
Thank
found
you,
the car
Rachel.
tied to the kidnapping of
Thank
Kada
you, love.
Scott in
Appreciate
East
you.
Falls. Police say the 1999 metallic gold Toyota Camry
I'm
belonged to
looking.
21-year-old Keon King, who has been charged with kidnapping Scott.
At 3:10 today, received a radio call that the vehicle that we were looking for is parked in the rear of the apartment parking lot.
Officers rushed to the scene coming from a massive search at the abandoned Ada Middle School in East Mount Airy, across from Auberry Arboretum, where they searched last week.
It gave us a general area as to where to search. This area right here, the evidence that we had last week, this would still be in that area.
Police say a tip led them to physical evidence there. You see officers pick up a phone case. Sources say they found a debit card with Scott's name on it there, too. Scott was last seen October 4th going to an overnight shift at her job in Chestnut Hill. Police say she did report being harassed before she went missing. Investigators would not say if the person harassing her were King or comment on the length or nature of their relationship. This isn't the first time her alleged captor has been charged with this sort of crime. Police say King was charged last January for kidnapping and assault of a female acquaintance.
That case had been withdrawn by our office based on the witness failing to appear at court. I pulled that file, and after an extensive review of it, our office made the decision to refile those charges. We believe there is enough to proceed.
So King being charged with 2 cases of kidnapping now, but the important thing here still, police are still searching for Kada Scott. They are desperately asking for the public's help here. They are proceeding, of course, as if Kada Scott is still alive. They say they have no evidence to the contrary. They're holding out hope as they tow the car away. They believe she was in the pieces of this puzzle starting to come together. Live here in East Falls, Becca Hendrickson, Channel 6 Action News. Brian.
And we just saw that car towed away. Up next, the search inside. Becca, thank you. Let's bring in Action News' John Paul live at East Mount Airy now. John, as we just saw in Becca's report, that school right behind you was also the focus of a very active search today.
Yeah, Brian, this whole area was just crawling with police officers earlier today. This is the abandoned middle school. You can see it is overgrown. There are smashed out windows. This thing is just falling apart. Now, right now, there are a few officers left
I don't see
guarding
she's
it.
been
A short
found
time
at
ago,
all.
we did see maintenance crews trying to get this thing boarded up. They're even putting up some chains so you can't
I got
access
some new
the
stuff,
back
though.
parking lot. That is where some of that physical evidence was found. And while we've been here, neighbor after neighbor has come up to us. They're all concerned about Kada Scott.
This is one of the biggest fears that you have as a mother, not knowing where your child is.
Concern and fear gripping the area tonight as the search for 23-year-old Kada Scott drags on into an 11th day. As police descended on this abandoned middle school in Germantown, so did Scott's family. We saw them talking with investigators a short distance from the scene. However, they left a short time later.
This is too close for comfort.
Concerned neighbors also came out to this area today. Myra Coleman has been following the case, stunned by developments today that 21-year-old Keon King had been arrested and charged with her kidnapping.
This is somebody's family. This is someone's loved one. And everyone is affected by the circumstances that someone so evil could go and kidnap her. And we just want to find her alive.
That's the focus of investigators tonight. During today's news conference, they said they are still treating this case as if she's alive.
The #1 priority is locating Miss Scott. I just want to make that very clear. And so while we are at this stage of this now, that's our priority.
And that search does continue tonight. Brian, I have been in contact with family members. They're just too distraught to talk right now. We're live in East Mount Airy. John Paul, Channel 6 Action News. Brian?
We can certainly understand that. We'll have any new developments covered for you on Action News at 11 o'clock tonight. John, thank you.
NBC 10 breaking news.
That breaking news right now on NBC 10. The Philadelphia Police Department is just about to hold a news conference.
God, I'm muted. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get. I've got so much stuff coming in right now. I'm trying to show y'all all of this. Goodness, sorry. I'm blonde. Sometimes. All the time, actually. All the time blonde. look at this. All right, here we go. All right.
There's a lot of information that has developed over the course of this day. Most recently, we came here to Gypsy Lane Condominium. It's on Gypsy Lane, just off of Lincoln Drive. And if Elaine can go over to this direction, we actually heard an update from a lieutenant with the homicide unit. And it involves the vehicle they announced this morning that they were looking for. They found it because of a tip that came in from the community. We'll show you pictures and video of it in just a second. But first, I want to show you a picture of Keon King again. He's the 21-year-old accused now in 2 kidnappings, including Kada Scott. Kada Scott is a 23-year-old, and she went missing now 11 days ago. Her family just devastated by it. Now let's get to the picture that police released this morning of a golden Toyota Camry. They say this vehicle belonged to King. They were looking for it. Had heavy front end damage to the left bumper of the vehicle. And now if we can go to Sky Fox, this is video that was just taken moments ago right here at Gypsy Lane, and you can see an aerial view of the vehicle they have now located. That same car, golden Toyota Camry that they were looking for, belonging to King. This morning, authorities say that they wanted to find this car because it belongs to Keon, and they think that Kada Scott may have been inside the vehicle as well. So now it is being looked over. It's going to get towed away so they can process it for evidence. And you know, police are going to be looking at it thoroughly. We can tell.
I am just praying. That car has certainly had a time. It's like junked in the front. The next to like the trunk, it is like damaged as well. I am praying she is not in the back of there. Praying. But there was a reason why he ditched that car.
Tell you the search for Kada Scott is still ongoing. Earlier this afternoon, another community tip that came in late this morning brought police to Ada Lewis Middle School. Now, this is a school that has been closed for over a decade. We saw a large amount of police officers, multiple units from the department, including canine search teams. This is a very large property, 3-story former school. They were searching the exterior grounds as well. And police say they did find significant evidence, physical evidence that ties Scott to that location. So they believe Scott was at the abandoned school at some point over the past 11 days. Now, going back to Scott, I mean, her family, we've been talking with her for several days now. They are worried, sick. They're desperate to find answers about where she is. They describe her as being intelligent, creative. She was into beauty, fashion. She even actually opened her own beauty salon at a very young age because she's only 23. The last time she was seen was at her place of work. That was Saturday night.
So this guy over the last 11 days was at an abandoned school. They have got evidence. They have tracked this car all through the city of Philadelphia, and they have just found it within the last hour. They have to get a search warrant in order to search that. They'll probably take it back. They don't want to open that trunk, obviously, there while choppers and all of that is over top naturally. Yes, please hit that thumbs up button if you guys haven't yet. Would be so thankful. Thank you so much.
October 4th, and that's over at a senior living facility, the Terrace at Chestnut Hill. So police say that she arrived at work just before 10 p.m. and about 20 minutes later, she was seen leaving. Police believe that King was the last person to speak with Scott. So now he is in custody. There's a lot of information that has developed over the course of this day. Most recently, we came here to Gypsy Lane Condominium. It's on Gypsy Lane, just off of Lincoln Drive. And if Elaine can go over to this direction, we actually heard an update from a lieutenant with the homicide unit, and it involves the vehicle they announced this.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that's playing again. Guys, we got some breaking news. We're coming straight back to this, but I need to come with some breaking news in another case we're following. father of the missing 6-year-old baby that they had found out of Georgia has been charged with unaliving, MURDER.
And that breaking news just into our newsroom. The father of a 6-month-old baby found dead in Clayton County last night is now charged with murder. I'm Joe Gorcho. Atlanta News First anchor Tracy Hutchins now joining us live in studio. And Tracy, what did we just learn through court records here?
Yeah, first of all, Joe, you know, in covering the story last night, this is absolutely heartbreaking. The suspect, Antonio Pierce, now faces several new charges, among them malice murder, aggravated assault, cruelty to children, and tampering with evidence and concealing a death. Pierce was already charged with providing false statements to police in connection to the disappearance of his son,
This is his first appearance in front of the jail.
6-month-old Nakai Pratt. He appeared virtually before a Clayton County judge this morning, just hours after his baby was found dead near his apartment complex late last night. He was denied bond. Pierce initially told police he was robbed and that the suspects took his baby. But police say his story did not add up, and investigators found evidence of foul play.
You're also charged with false statements and that you did provide contradictory statements in an investigation of a missing child, and when witness accounts verified your contradictory statements, you admitted to concealing and falsifying material facts.
Now, Pierce has been in custody since Sunday when a little baby Nakai was reported missing. Atlanta News First has been following this story from the very beginning. We do have a crew in Clayton County right now working on getting more details on this disturbing case. That's still ahead, first at 4.
Okay, guys.
It was a near miss for this 5-year-old.
1 second. All right. I wanted to bring that to you real quick. Okay. Now, got some new stuff still rolling out on this. Is this 3 minutes old? 1 second. Let me refresh this. All right. Here we go. They had dogs. We had dogs sniffing that area. 1 second. Here we go.
In the East Falls, where investigators found the car they believe is in some way connected to Kada Scott's disappearance. As we speak, detectives getting a warrant to tow that car and search inside. As you can see.
Did I already show this one? I can't remember if I showed this one. I showed that one. Showed that one. Okay. I did. Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff, for letting me know. All right. Here we go. Here's some photos of what's going on when they were looking earlier. This is helicopter footage. That car. And just parked right there. It's very distinguishable. The side of it here was jacked up. I mean, there's a lot of Camrys there. What did she say? I don't know. I don't know, Shauna. It's a good question. Rachel, by the way, thank you so much. Really do appreciate you, my love. You are very, very kind. Thank you, love. Hello, butterfly kisses. Good to see you. See, they had the dogs there. See, the dog was there sniffing. Not good. Not good at all, right?
Down now on.
Oh gosh. And then there was this. This is the elementary school that they were at earlier, where they had been days. It's Did he take her there? I don't know. But this guy has done this before, and it's not. I pray she's somewhere okay, but it doesn't look good. Right, Priscilla? I know it's crazy. It does look creepy, that school. There's a lot of cameras, though. Okay, here we go. Let me show you this. There he is. The DA says our investigation or our evidence is pretty clear that she was in communication with an individual. That individual appears to meet very shortly after she leaves her place of work, and very shortly after that, she disappears. Quote, end quote. Said, oh, sorry, that was not the DA. That was the Philadelphia Police Deputy Commissioner, Frank Venor. And it's a 1999 metallic gold Toyota Camry, PA license plate MSX0797. It had front end damage on the left bumper. The district attorney, Ashley, she said, we believe that she may be in that vehicle. And again, this is a crime pattern for King. Allegedly, again, he's innocent until proven guilty, until convicted until tried, rather, in a courtroom in front of a judge or peers. But King has an alleged pattern with this type of history, and they are asking any possible other victims to come forward. The DA said King is allegedly connected to a previous kidnapping and strangulation case earlier this year. Remember, he's only 21, barely 21. That case was never tried because the victim did not appear in court, officials said. I don't care. The state should have picked up that case, period. Hey, Smiley, Sheila. Officials say Wednesday that they are going to refile the charges in that case. So at this point, he will have 2 open kidnapping cases that will face preliminary hearings in the coming months. I mean, this is the thing. The only reason the other woman is not dead is because she got away. It's really just that simple. When you're strangling someone, you're only doing it for a reason, right? And remember, after she left that area, it was phone is off. Phone went straight off. And hadn't been seen or heard since.
Morning that they were looking for. There's a lot of information that has developed over the course of this day. Most recently, we came here to Gypsy Lane condominium. It's on Gypsy Lane, just off of Lincoln Drive. And if Elaine can go over to this direction, we actually heard an update from a lieutenant with the homicide unit. And it involves the vehicle they announced this morning that they were looking for. They found it because of a tip that came in from the community. We'll show you pictures and video of it in just a second. But first, I want to show you a picture of Keon King again. He's the 21-year-old accused now in 2 kidnappings, including Kada Scott. Kada Scott is a 23-year-old, and she went missing now 11 days ago. Her family just devastated by it. Now let's get to the picture that police released this morning of a golden Toyota Camry. They say this vehicle belonged to King. They were looking for it. Had heavy front end and damage to the left bumper of the vehicle. And now if we can go to Skyfox, this is video that was just taken moments ago right here at Gypsy Lane, and you can see an aerial view.
Right, Jen. They said that this is, I mean, the one time he was only allegedly charged, for it, but again, it was dropped because the victim did not come to court. But they still should have, the state should have picked that up immediately, you would think. There has to be more victims. Yeah, I mean, I think so too, Carol. I think this is the guy, in my opinion, who was probably giving her those creepy calls that she was concerned about. Right? I mean, she lived essentially, everyone's, especially a female's worst nightmare, getting calls from weird people and not knowing who they are and then ending up missing. Not good, right? Melanie, good to see you, love. Thank you so much, my dear, for 7 months coming in clutch. Thank you so very much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Hello, Justin, Remy, and Troy. Really good to see you, Melanie. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really, really do appreciate you, my love. Well, if LE released him 3 other times, I bet he believes that he was going to walk. Yeah, a lot of times officers will, especially like if you're 18, 19, 20, 21, a lot of times they'll, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't cut someone a break if they were strangling a female, but sometimes they'll cut them a break for silliness, like a speeding or something, because they don't want, like, felonious speeding, reckless driving, that kind of thing, because they don't want to see them get a felony at such a young age and screw their entire life up. They hopefully it's a wake-up call. But these type of people, they just cannot be rehabilitated. It's just absolutely pointless. Yeah.
After we held we're here outside the Ada Lewis Middle School shortly after we held our press conference, giving information on the individual who was taken into custody for the abduction of Kada Scott. We received a tip through electronic means telling us that we might be able to find some information over at this school. As you can probably see now, we have a large contingent of officers out here. We're searching the grounds. It's a pretty large area. We're going to check the grounds all around the school as well as inside of the school. And we've already found some evidence that Miss Scott may have been here.
And then this is obviously right across the street from the Arboretum.
Okay, I'm going to figure out this.
That's correct. And as you know, we were out here last week. Some of the intelligence that we had us in this general area. We're already able to find some evidence that Miss Scott may have been here. We're here outside the Ada Lewis Middle School.
She does. She does still live with her mom. I'm going to show you this, and then I've got something. I got a really good article about this guy after this. Okay. Let's see here. So hopefully we'll have an answer pretty soon. If whose birthday is it? Sheila, whose birthday? Thank you, Golden. Yes, please hit that thumbs up button. If she was in that car or not. We'll see. This just came out.
That breaking news right now on NBC 10. The Philadelphia Police Department is just about to hold a news conference.
Okay,
Communication with an individual.
Never mind. Sorry. Man charged. That was 30 minutes ago. Did we look at that one? Yep, I've already shown y'all this. Pretty sure. Okay. All right, let's go to this. Very interesting. This is from the PhillyMag.com. Credit goes to them. And investigators say that King was known to Scott, though the actual nature and duration of their connection is unclear at the time. They also allege that King was the last person known to be in touch with Scott after she left work at an assisted living facility in the northwest section of the city on October 4th when she left her car behind at her job. After that interaction, she says she just disappeared, and there has been no indication that she's since that she is still alive. I wonder if this guy, if his family members work there, if his family member lived there. I just find it very interesting. Chat's always amazing. Yes, here. Good to see you amazingly. I find it interesting that she just started this job 2 weeks ago and now she's kidnapped and most likely deceased. Most likely. Oh, thank you, Miss Melanie. Thank you, love. Appreciate you. Good to see you, my dear. How you doing, Miss Melanie? If you received that pearl necklace membership, make sure you thank our dear Melanie. Thank you so much, Miss Melanie. Really do appreciate you, and thank you so much for being a member as well, my love. Okay. Armingly, police revealed King had been charged earlier this year with kidnapping another woman he knew. A case that was withdrawn after the alleged victim failed to show up for court more than once. Oh, more than once. I think sometimes I really think sometimes victims are scared. They're still scared, even though they go to court. They're still scared, right? Between, if they don't get found guilty or if they get out on bond or whatever. So she may have been scared. Officials now are going to recharge the case. In that instance, King allegedly kidnapped the woman from outside her home, pushed her into a car, assaulted her, and then released her from the vehicle. Wow. Well, right. And who wants to live through it twice? I'm more appealed. Yeah. Belly, you're right. A lot of people, they just, yeah. I mean, that takes some kahunas to kidnap someone outside of their home, throw them in a car. Again, this is a sick fantasy in these people's heads, right? It's not hard for people to get laid if they want to get laid, right? He's 21. This is something twisted in his head. Just like Daniel, remember that, having this fantasy of doing things that are really bad. And bad. All right. So he allegedly kidnapped the woman from outside her home, pushed her into a car, assaulted her. She also was strangled, according to other outlets, and then allegedly released her, according to the PhillyMag.com. Police also released images of King's car, which they believe may have been used in the commission of a crime against Scott. They've tracked the vehicle throughout many areas in the city in the days after King's disappearance and are asking for the public's help to locate the car. All right. again, they've been looking for this car for several days. How long did it take after the press conference? The public helped, right? The public helped, and someone made that call, and now they have the car. The public can help if you just allow them. So good on the Philadelphia police and all that. So, so they've tracked it all through the cities in the last several days. King's disappearance, and are asking public to help locate the car. They have since located the car. Again, it's a very distinguishable car. It's all here. Lost the hubcap. It's like a 1999, but they've already again found it. Let's see here. Is this just another article? Okay, sorry. Okay, I was confused for a second. I thought, why are they talking about headshots? But it's just another article. Yeah. So they've got some very interesting things there. So she is 23, he is 21. So around the same age. Definitely around the same age. Could they have met on, if they were on dating sites or whatever? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Is this new? 1 second. When was this? 2 seconds, y'all. Okay. Okay. That's just a close up. All right. When was this? Here we go. Okay, not that. And this was 29 minutes ago. Let's see what they say here. No. The case was refiled. Okay, so they refiled the other case yesterday so they could have it.
Live in East Falls, where police say they found the suspect's car. It is the second major development in the search for Kada Scott today. Earlier, we learned police made an arrest in the case. I'm Fred Shropshire.
And I'm Jacqueline London. Investigators have been looking for Kada Scott since October 4th, and that search continues.
Oh, thank you, Miss Sherry. Thank you, love. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, babies. Appreciate you. If you receive that pearl necklace, make sure you give Sherry a big thank you.
We did not find Miss Scott. We found some articles that are interesting, again, of evidentiary value, but Miss Scott was not there.
NBC 10's Brian Sheehan has been following this case and joins us live in East Falls near where that vehicle was found. Brian, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, the search for Kada Scott has led investigators to this condominium complex on Gypsy Lane, right off of Lincoln Drive here in East Falls. We are told by investigators that
I'll tell you a good thing. If you can't buy mace, a good thing to keep in your car, even at your home, is hornet spray. You can go to Walmart, Target, Dollar General, and you can get a $5 can of Raid hornet spray, any hornet spray, and it will spray like 40 feet. And that way you don't got to get near somebody, and it is a lot. There's a lot in there for $5, and it'll fuck them up. It really fuck you up. Yeah, bear mace is good too, but in a pinch, in a pinch. Uh, any Hornet spray is just as good.
1999 Toyota Camry belonging to Keon King is in the parking lot. Skyforce 10 is overhead. The police getting ready, as you see it right here live, coming out of the condominium complex. This is the vehicle police have been searching for several days now. They made the plea to the public to help them find this 1999 Toyota Camry that you are looking at right now.
They already found
during a news conference
The more you
at
know.
10:30 this morning, when they told us that they had charged Keon King with kidnapping.
Aquanet? Do they still make
Kada
Aquanet?
Scott, she has been missing since October 4th. She was last seen.
Well, the Hornet spray, you know, it's got pressure, a lot of pressure, because, and it's very precise, because you don't want to get around a hornet's nest, right? So it's always got, it will go like 30 feet. Yeah.
Shortly after she arrived to her place of work in Chestnut Hill. Earlier today, crews were searching an abandoned school in Germantown, the city's Germantown neighborhood. Investigators tell us they recovered physical evidence that ties Kada Scott to that property. It is directly across from the Arbery Arboretum. That's where crews searched for much of the day Friday. Today we saw police drones, a K-9 unit, homicide and crime scene investigation.
God, look at all the people there.
Officials tell us they combed through every inch of the property.
My gosh, that's
and
they aren't messing around.
That they actually got a tip from someone shortly after that news conference this morning when they announced charges against Keon King. That led them to that abandoned school. They were told that there was evidence connecting Kada Scott to that property. And we do know that they did find evidence at that location. Now, the 23-year-old woman was last seen on the evening of October 4th, shortly after arriving at an assisted living facility. Investigators tell us they believe King is the last person to have seen her and that the two know each other, but it is unclear for how long. Police allege King has a pattern of this type of behavior. The district attorney says he was charged earlier this year with kidnapping another woman, but the case was dismissed in May after the woman did not show up in court. Those charges were refiled today, though, and now he is facing 2 counts of kidnapping. A short time ago, we heard from Lieutenant Tom Walsh, who spoke to us after the car was located.
Again, we're asking the public's help. All right, this is still a missing persons case. Like the Deputy Commissioner mentioned earlier today, the homicide unit's involved because of our resources and our experience. We're still asking the public's help. If they know where Miss Scott is or they saw Miss Scott, to give us a call.
So officials told us earlier today that they were waiting for a search warrant so that they can get inside that vehicle, which has since been towed. It was towed just moments ago. You saw it live on our air. They said that they couldn't see inside of the vehicle because it has tinted windows. They tell us it is critical in their investigation because they believe Scott was inside that vehicle shortly before she disappeared. We are told that while investigators were focusing their attention at that abandoned middle school across from the Arbery Arboretum, they got a 911 call at 3:10 this afternoon telling dispatchers that they believed that the vehicle police were searching for was here inside of this condominium complex. Police came out, confirmed the license plates matched, and now, as you saw, that car was just towed from here. It is now being processed. Police will search it to find out how, if and how this is connected to Kada Scott and her whereabouts. That is the very latest live in East Falls tonight. I'm Brian Sheehan, NBC.
That came out 3 minutes prior to me showing it to you. And so that is pretty much caught up on everything. You still have Aquanet. Aquanet in the white rain, honey. How you doing? She disappeared from Philadelphia. She worked in a assisted living facility. Yeah. So there's that. Oh, hey, Kelly. Thank you, darling. Good to see you, Mamacita. bear spray is immobilizing and will also turn the attacker orange. It will stop a grizzly. Yeah. Yeah. It'll fuck them up. They, they don't have it in travel size that I'm aware of, but it's good to have in your car. It's good to have if you're answering a door, you don't know who it is or whatever. I wouldn't recommend opening up a door, but if you don't know who they are, get a Ring doorbell for that or whatever. But you never know. Put it beside your bed. All of that. Previous charges. I got your text. Yep. We just went through that. Thank you, love. Hi, sweetness. I can't chat no more. I took. One second. Okay. Yeah, the baby. It's so sad. They threw in the woods. I have a metal bat and throwing knives. Yeah, I like the bear spray. I like the bear spray because, you get a lot of. It's a multi-purpose tool you can use for your house, right? To keep the bees away and to keep the criminals at bay. That's what you can do. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Kelly. I didn't know it would turn you orange. Will it give me a good tan? Don't give me ideas. I'm just kidding. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Good to see you. This case is giving me extreme anxiety for some reason. Yeah, it's a real icky feeling, isn't it? And practice yelling out loud. That can work, but so many of us don't like to raise our voices, so practice. Yes. Yep. Oh my God, Justin, I can't with you. All right, guys. Oh, thank you, Patricia. I'm recovering from flu and pneumonia, and now I have bronchitis. Listening to Justin. Oh, Kim, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, I had the Rona a few weeks ago, and I am just now starting to feel like a human. I never had residual anything having the Rona, and I've had it like 3 times, even though I've had 3 vaccinations as well. I've had it like 3 times or 2 vaccinations. It's ridiculous. Doesn't work. I found one good thing about being fat. Nobody wants to kidnap me. That's not true. That's not true. I got it over. Oh, Justin, I just got over it, and I'm telling you, it was brutal. Yeah, I'm on antibiotics, and I'm supposed to take the steroids. I took a few steroids. I haven't taken them though. Thank you, Roswell. I have a can of spray for my front door. Yeah, keep it beside your front door. Keep it in your car. You know that little cup holder on your door? That's where mine is. Right there, handy. Lyme can mess you up for life. It really can. It really can. Oh, that's good, Deborah. Yummy, honey. That's amazing. I was still coming live. I was so sick. I was sick. Yeah. You hate steroids. I took so many when I had Lyme's, like when I was being treated for Lyme's. It'll never leave you, but yeah. Okay, guys. It seems like you get sick this time of year. It's the change of seasons. It's the change, obviously of temperatures, of sunlight. We're inside more. So there's not as much air moving and not as much sunlight. It's all the above. Guys, I will be back here in just momentarily. I'm going to try my best to do 2 more lives tonight. I need to talk about Jack and Lily, and I need to talk about another case from Canada. Little Darius McDougal. He vanished allegedly while 2 other children had turned around, is alleged, and wasn't looking, and he hasn't been found. They looked and looked and looked. Well, guess what? Guess what? One of those kids that was with Darius that day, one of the witnesses, you could say, kid, has died. Has died. Is it a coincidence? Is it fate? I don't know. But it's bad. I don't know, Tina. Yeah, Kelly. Told ya. Maurice Mamacita hurt my back. You hurt your back? Sorry, honey. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't know. But we're going to be talking about that tonight as well. Yeah. All right, guys. Much love. I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me. Does anyone know why I can't join the live video? You're here, Rain. You're right here with us. Is that what you mean? Like the chat? Or do you mean membership? What do you mean join? Hey, Abigail. Thank you, Donna. Just want to see what she says. My neck, my back. Who, how, and this isn't a coincidence. Okay, I'm not going to hold off any longer. I'll see you guys shortly. God bless. Bye-bye.